Right, this has been a long time in the making. I've got some seriously exciting news. This is going to change everything with diagnostic tools. Mark my words, I'm going to save you an absolute fortune, people. Hello and welcome to another Bodgit and Leggit video. Yes, before we get into this scan tool, which I'm going to be giving away very soon, I want to just explain a little bit. For a long time, I have been looking for a company who wants to actually work with me on scan tools and on features and on all sorts of stuff. But the problem is, all the big scan tools out there, they don't need you. Do you know what I mean? They're massive, huge companies. They basically don't care. They put out their products and you buy them or you don't. But I've now found a company who is actually willing to work with me. They are a small company based in the UK. They do lots of different scan tools, all the ones you're used to, but they're also making their own ones, and I've been working with them. I can't say too much, that's the problem. There's so much I want to say, but I can't say it yet. And it's really frustrating because there's going to be some scan tools in my hands very soon that everyone's going to be excited about. And I mean everybody. It's going to be unbelievable, people. Unbelievable. But for today, we have this bad boy. I'm going to be showing you this. And I'm going to be showing you the features that it does. And stuff like that. But also, with the scan tools that we're bringing out, might have some logos on it that you might recognize. Maybe not, we'll see. But also just the fact that it's open source, and you're allowed to put other stuff on it to help you, rather than it's just not completely locked off where you can only use their particular software. Look, I can't say too much. It's fucking annoying yet. Can't say it. But just believe me, be very watch out this space and just keep an eye on it, because you're gonna love it. But this scan tool I got at the minute, because I'm always always looking, just like everyone does that, you know, likes tools or likes anything. You're always looking for something, and you always go online, see if you can find the tool you want or the thing that you like. Is it on sale? Is it not on sale? Is it, you know, is there a new thing come out? Is, you know, just all that sort of stuff. So I was looking for a scan tool to try and say to people, look, there's this scan tool that's out and it's great value for money. And I found you one, right? This thing. Okay. The reason why, and it was just because I was looking at scan tools and I happened to find this one, and I thought, oh, that's cheap. I think I'll tell people about it. Then I said, oh, I think I'll contact the company, and, you know, things happen, and then you talk, and all sorts of good stuff's happening. This bad boy was £1,200 sterling. It is now 350 quid, which is unbelievable. So we're going to get into some of the features. I'm going to give this one away, and it's going to be very simple. It's going to be free to enter. All you need to do is you need to be subscribed to my channel. You need to go and subscribe to my Instagram, and you need to register on their website. It's all free and it'll take you a few minutes. Not a problem. You don't have to buy anything. It's just registering, you know. So if you do end up buying something in the future, it's all good. And if you do end up buying anything, and you can use my name and codes and stuff that we will have, because we will have codes. It just looks good for me, and what it does is it means then the company says, oh, okay, people are watching the videos, people are buying, and it's good for everybody. It means I can grow the channel. It means we can do some really cool stuff with scan tools, and it's just better for everybody. The engagement for everybody, just, you know, and it doesn't cost you anything. And if you want to buy a scan tool, I might be able to get you a deal on it, because they've got loads of different scan tools. They've even got main dealer scan tools, so they've got scan tools for everyone's price range. But the new ones that are coming out, just watch out. Right, so you get the case, nice case, you get all the usual stuff. So Bluetooth, obviously. This is the scan tool, which is really quite cool, because we've got the RJ45, and what that is really good for is for, you know, interfaces like Teslas and stuff. But again, we won't go there yet because we're going to go in other videos. We have USB-Cs, we have our charger port, we have USBs, and we've even got expandable memory, which is bloody awesome. So that's really cool. And like I said, even this software is even this scan tool is open source. I'll explain that in a minute. We got like BMW connections in there and stuff. We have things like all the OBD2 stuff, the extenders, different ones for different cars. And then we have all the usual, you know, Fiat, Mazda, Kia, Honda, Nissan, Toyota. So you get all that with it, and believe me, for 350 quid, it's bloody cheap. So yeah, it is good that, you know, I always try, and if I can, that I've seen loads of different tools, and you know, if they come on special offer, and it's trying to get the videos out quick enough to tell people about them, and because not everyone maybe has heard about them and stuff, and you know, when something comes on sale, especially for this sort of price, this is the sort of thing for this sort of price that, you know, especially what it does, that anyone can basically afford it. Because I know it's a lot of money, but if you are just going to buy a specific one for your vehicle, which you say you could buy for 50 quid online or something, but this for a few quid more allows you to do everything. And that's the key. So it's not like, you know, when you start spending over 1,000 quid, you're going to have to start thinking to yourself, well, you know, I need to be doing more than one car. But this thing allows you to basically buy it for one car, and if you ever want to expand and do more things, you can, because the features that are on it, the price that's on this, as far as I know, there's no scan tool that can do this for this price, I think. But when I say that, I'm always wrong, because scan tools are always going up and down. But this, forget it, is an unbelievable price. And there's not many left. So, you know, anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly show you what I mean about why I think this tablet is really good. And we're going to plug it into, I've got a Volkswagen Polo. I'm not going to go into loads of different cars. It's because you've seen that on a load of my other videos. I just want to kind of show you some of the really exciting things about this, that it allows you to do that other scan tools don't. And you know, it's not locked, it's open source. You can put software onto this, not maybe every single piece of software, but you can put software onto this. But the one that is coming is gonna be like even better. But again, can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. But it's gonna be more open source. But forget I said anything. Forget I said anything. We'll concentrate on this one first. The other cool thing why I think this tablet is going to be used for a lot of different people is, even if you have one of the other the other thing that this tablet is going to be really good for, even if you have another tablet brand, let's say a Launch for example, and let's say you've broken the tablet, it's dropped, it's done something, something's happened to it, the tablet's a bit dodgy, it's going slow, whatever the case may be, and you don't really want to go out and buy the new latest one because the one you've still got is perfect, I'm going to show you that you can put that software onto this tablet and use it. Now obviously you still need, you know, you have to have your device, your original device, and then you can use the passwords and all the codes and stuff, put it into this, and then you can actually use this as this tablet and say a Launch tablet. So it'll save you a fortune rather than replacing your Launch tablet. For example, just giving you examples here. That's what the open source on this allows you to do. Right, so this is the actual tablet, and there's a few things straight away I really like about it. The fact that the battery voltage is straight up at the top, which is really good. And this is, you know, a very similar interface to what you're going to be used to with most tablets now. Also, what's really cool, which I will show you, you can put a USB camera on this. You don't need any specific make. You don't need like just their camera. You can get the really cheap generic ones. USB, I'll show you that in a minute. USB on the top and plug it in. If you've already got a USB one, it's going to work on here. Software is already there. If you want different software, you can always plug in different software. So that's what's really cool about it. And also, this is now, you know, kind of going into the tablet. And if you actually quickly look, you can see we've got battery sync, we've got Launch Pro, we've got Launch Diagon. They're just a few. We've got Dr. Prius, which is a little bit dodgy at the minute, but I think we're going to get that sorted. Don't worry about that yet. But I did a video from a tool from Hobby Tools with it was a battery monitor tool. And you can see, turn the tablet up that way, but basically you can see, and you needed your phone to do it. Now the thing is, that's all well and good, don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you might want your phone for something else, or you don't want to use your phone or whatever. Through an APK which I just downloaded off Google, so I got Battery Sync APK, which is, and then you just load it onto this. You can download it direct from this, or you can put it in with a USB stick, it doesn't really matter. And then you just press open and it loads and it puts straight onto there and it works. Same with the Launch. Launch allow you to have all the APKs. Launch put it on their website. You just need to pick which basically scan tool you've got, and then here you go. Look, now you do, like I said, you can't just download the APK and expect to work. You need your login details, you need the serial number of your machine, and you need your passcode and stuff like that. That's the Pro version. This is the Diagon version, which again I haven't logged into yet, but I'm going to do that, so I'll log into that and I'll show you the Diagon version. So yeah, you know, it's just really good, and especially for the Diag version is I have a bigger screen now. The Diagon is good, but the screen, like I always said, was a bit small. I now have a physically bigger screen, which is absolutely awesome. And you can download other software into this. It's not locked. It's more open source than most of the tablets. So when you buy this, even if you don't use their scan tool and you want to use your Launch scan tool, or you want to use different apps and stuff, not every app will work, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them will. As long as you can get the APK of it, it's going to basically work within reason. So don't hold me to everything. But again, the newer one that I can't talk about, it's even better. Anyway, but you know, you can see how you get a lot of different options going off there. Now I have to nip off now and do something, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to finish all the old video off. So you can see on this particular tablet we have some new options that you don't see on every one of them, or especially the older ones anyway. But before we get into this, I just wanted to show you, now I've got my Diagon set up. So basically you do need your original dongle, so you need your Launch dongle, which obviously I do have because I have the Diagon. And then you need your so you go into up here where you then select login. Basically you then go to software update. Now my prescription has run out, so I'm not able to do the new updates, as you can see. But when you download the APK, you load it into your tablet, you then come to this screen and you press update, and it will only give you the updates to what you are entitled to. So in other words, if your updates lasted 6 months ago or a year ago, whenever, it will give you the software up until then. So now what we do is we go into Diagnostics, we go to Volkswagen, because we're in a Volkswagen. We pair our dongle to this machine. We've still got this dongle paired to the machine as well, but now you see, rather than bringing 2 tablets around with you, you've only got 1. Rather than, you know, if one of them's broke, rather than replacing it, you know, it's just, it means everything is in one place. It's easier. We'll do a health report on it. I just want to show you that the software does actually work on this tablet. So, you know, it just gives you lots of different options depending on what you want to do. And, you know, if you was to buy a shockproof tablet just on its own, this spec is going to most probably be more than what this tablet is selling for at the minute, because it's under, you know, it's on a promotion code basically, or not a promotion code, but it's being sold cheaply. So you kind of got the best of both worlds. You can see it's going through everything. There is no fault on this vehicle, so hopefully it shouldn't really show anything up. But like I said, it was more to show you that the thing actually works. So we don't need to go through the complete thing. You've seen this Launch software on my channel before, so you know exactly how it works. But let's get into the actual tablet software now itself. And just so you actually know, it 1,000,000% works. We'll go into it. There's no error codes, but we'll go into it. And there we go. So at least now you can actually see it. We can go to read fault codes, but again, there's no fault codes in there, so at least you know it's working. Let's get into this software on the machine. We'll use this dongle and we'll see what it can do. Right, also, if you remember this little gadget, I've done a full video on this. This is you know, a battery tester a battery tester basically, for especially with the new smart chargers in cars that, you know, cut the charge on and off. This will monitor all that. I've done a full video on that, so go and check it out. But also, because again it's open source, it allows you to put the software on that tablet rather than using your phone. You've got a bigger screen, and you know, we've now got essentially 2 scan tools in one. We've got the software here, so I'll just go into it. Oh, it's not connected properly. Let me connect it properly. Let's not be on it. It's a bit of a dodgy connection. It's all full of crap. I should have cleaned it first. But hey, this is real life. It's not fake. And look, there we go. Now, like I said, I've done a full video on this where you can put markers on it depending on what time it is. You can do all sorts of stuff on this. It is just absolutely awesome. I really do like it. And when we start it, so we'll also have our voltage drop there, look, and I'll go back up, and then when we monitor it, we can put, oh well, I didn't like that bit, and I didn't like this, and I didn't like that. Anyway, I've done a full video on that, but at least it allows you to also put that program on, which is just awesome. Right, and kind of the last thing I wanted to show you on it before I show you the scan tool is this is the cheapest of the cheapest scopes, USB scope you can buy. I just want to show you that, you know, this is not designed for this particular tool. It's just a really cheap generic one. If you're going to get a cheap generic one, I would advise you to get one that's got a stiff cord. This one's got a floppy cord. You don't want it floppy now, do you? And it's just a bit annoying because if you're trying to get it in place, it just flops around all the way. So it's like anything floppy, you can't get it in anywhere, can you? Do you know what I mean? And it's like €1 more for one with a stiff cord.
That's what she said.
So all we do is we bang it in the top. Of course we bang it in the top. What else would you do with a floppy one? You can see it's on, and in there already pre-built is their software, and as you can see, hello, look at that. Oh, this is like the Inception nut. But anyway, as you can see, you know, the better one, the more expensive one you buy, like anything, the better quality you'll get. But for a scope, a really cheap endoscope, you know, that goes directly into the scan tool, with the software there, you can record, you can do all sorts, you know. Again, you don't need a specific one just designed for anyone will work. So you can really see how this tool's becoming a multifunctional tool. We've got a couple of different softwares on it. We've got apps on it. We've basically got everything on it that you would need. And like I said, especially if you've broken your existing tablet, you know, your launch tablet or something like that, and this is a hell of a lot cheaper to replace using this, and you get other software on it, because as we all know, not one diagnostic tool will do everything. But like I said, the one also that I can't talk about is bloody good as well, but I can't talk about it. Have I mentioned I can't talk about it? Right, let's plug this into the car and let's see their software. Right, so like I said, you can see the advantage of something like this. I've plugged their dongle in, and already we've got 12.4 volts, which that battery isn't great, but I know the battery isn't great on this car anyway. So, you know, you get to monitor the battery live, which I've always said in all my videos, go back to all of them. One of the most important things you can actually monitor in your car. So this is the interface here. You can see the options we've got. And we'll just go to service, see what they actually offer. You can see that again. I'm not going to go through all this. I've already kind of showed you, you know, what this tool is really good for, and it's also just to say, you know, that I'm really excited about working with this company now, and the stuff that we're going to be doing over time is just going to be absolutely awesome. And like I said, they offer a lot of different tools. They offer cheap tools all the way up to kind of the OEM style tools, which, you know, cost an absolute fortune. But again, depending on what you're doing, you know, they'll have the right tool for you. And what we're actually doing together, I cannot believe the things that we're going to bring out. And I can't say too much. As I say, I can't say too much about them. Is just going to be out of this world. But this thing, for the price of this thing, you can't complain. It's like I always say, you know, when people say stuff about tools, oh, it's cheap, it's this, but you know, if you compare it to a £3,000 scan tool, you can never complain about this price. You have to pair like for like, and I don't think there's any scan tool on the market at the minute that will do what this will do for the price. So that will allow open source software, allow you to put everything on without actually causing any issues. I could be wrong, but I don't think there is. And the one we're doing, it does even more. Open source even more. Anyway, so you can see, like I said, I'm not going into all this. It does do coding for certain vehicles. Oh, we've got a, yeah. But what we're just going to quickly do is we're going to quickly go into see if it will auto VIN. This car is going to be kind of pushing it, whether it will or it won't auto VIN, just because the year of it might not. I'll let it go through this and we'll see. Anybody want to guess why it didn't auto recognize the VIN and then didn't do anything? Because like a tit, I've been concentrating that much on doing all the other stuff, I didn't even upload the software on it. So that's now updating and putting all the software on it. Then we can actually go and do it. And as you can see, we've actually got more options on here now than we did before. So we've got a lot more options actually. So yeah, awesome. We'll go back into service after it's done all of its updates, because we've most probably got a bit more. But anyway, yeah. Kid idiot, Leon. What are you? Fucking idiot. Right, unbelievable. I cannot catch a break. My phone is just constantly ringing, constantly doing stuff. Anyway, it's now been updated, and we do have a few extra functions. I think we have a few extra things in the service as well. But hopefully now it should maybe not auto detect, because the thing is, this vehicle is on the limit on the age of auto detect. But one thing I do know is it's going to have a lot better chance now. It actually has software in it, where before it's going to have no bloody chance. So I'm going to quickly just go through a few things on this Polo, and yeah, then we'll call it a video, because you know, I'm not going through every feature on it because I just don't have the time, and you get the idea. I just really wanted to show you, you know, how cheap it was, and essentially what it can do. You know, it can do a lot more than just its own software. This maybe will not auto detect. I think I'm connected to everything. Like I said, it is on the limit of its year, kind of being able to auto detect or not. No. So let's go into it, and we'll go to Volkswagen. So I'm going to software. It's not taking very long, because it's but yeah. It is. just see what special functions we can do, which is nice. Now this car doesn't have all these, it doesn't have start stop, but it just kind of shows you what it can do anyway. This should now do, oh, we can do a couple of different types of scans. We'll do a quick scan. Right, so it's done the full scan, and you can see we've got check marks, yeah. Check marks where it's good, and then we've got numbers where there's obviously an issue. You fucking yeah. I didn't do a full scan on the other one, but we'll just see what it's coming up on here. Be interesting to see. Like I said, there's nothing really wrong with this car, so as regard, you know, look, it's driving and everything fine. Obviously battery voltage low. The rear handle did stick sometimes, so it's picked up that, which is kind of handy. Well, what active test can we do? Okay. Oh, it's going to put all our indicators and stuff on, so it's doing indicator hazards flashing. Wipers. We can just go through it. Wiper second, yeah. Rear defog. Well, obviously I can't tell if I heard it click, but I can't tell if it's working. Yeah, horn works. This is actually really good. You can go through everything. So I do like that. I do bloody like that. We need to get out of this now because we don't need to run all these tests. I did want to go back in there though for a second, and I wanted to see. That's just a really handy test. You know, if you are having an issue with everything, can the car actually control it? Oh yeah, so it is very, if you're used to using VDCS, it's obviously this is going to be like second nature to you. Because I think you can practically do everything you can on, obviously the Volkswagens and stuff on the VDCS you can do on this. What active test can we do? Oh, actually, hold on, no, let's read. Oh, okay. Okay. So, press start. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. That's actually really handy. Oh, I can hear something. I think I got a dodgy speaker. Anyway, we're not worried about that. So yeah, that's really handy actually. Actuating test and bi-directional controls is always bloody handy for a scan tool because it just, you know, if the car can control it, it's very easy to go, if whatever it's controlling is not working, it's very easy to put a multimeter or something on the other side of that and see if it physically lights up. Then you know the wiring is good, you know the ECU is good, you know the car is good. It's just whatever it's connected to at the end is bad. It saves you having to think, oh, is it the wiring, is it the ECU, is it this, is it that? It just, you know, it makes things a hell of a lot quicker. So we're now in the engine. What test can we do for the engine? Oh, yeah, fuel pump's working. I can hear it, but again, I know the fuel pump's working. Oh yeah. Again, if the car is, this is a petrol car 1.2, if it's not starting or if it's doing something weird, you can activate the fuel pump, you can put your scope on it, you can see what the waveform is like. Do you know, is there an issue with it? You know, you can go through basically everything. So what special functions can we do? Again, you know, very similar to VCDS. Should be no error code, which there isn't. Data stream. So you can read by channel, or we can select multiple channels. So this is where, again, VDCS is going to come in handy if you're really used to VDCS. How many channels can we connect? Oh, we can connect a good few, can we? I'm sure it's just going to go through, yeah. Oh yeah, so we can actually select quite a lot. And what I really like about it is I like the fact that you know, it does the menu this way, because some of the scan tools that you have to flick between pages, when you have to flick between the pages, you can lose, not lose data, but you get that second where it's I'm just going to start this. You get that second where it can just you can miss something. So there we go. We're now reading. And like everything, the more you select, the slower it is. The less you select, the better it is. That's why it's normally good just to select what you're actually looking for. But there we go. So lots of live data, especially on the Volkswagen VAG group or the VDCS. I think this can pretty much do what that machine can do, which is really handy, because you know, if you know the genuine price of one of them, of the genuine one, they're not cheap either. So look, this has a lot of advantages. It doesn't do everything no scan tool does, but like I said, what you really need to watch out for, but I can't talk about it, is what's coming very soon. I can't wait. I'm seriously excited. It is going to be an absolute game changer, like Frank Bowen said. It really truly is, because the stuff that it's going to be able to do, and like everything, you know, when you get it, and then when the new one comes out and the updated version and all this sort of stuff, it can be added to. It's just going to be bloody awesome, so stay tuned. But this thing is on special offer at the minute. I'll leave all the links down below to their website if you want to go and see it. Also, like I said, if you want to win this thing, it's very, very simple. Just go onto their website. If you want to win this thing, just go onto their website and just register on their website. It's free. You have to be a subscriber of my channel, and also go onto my Instagram and you know, like my page on Instagram, subscribe to my Instagram account, and that's it. And then we're going to pick a winner live on the next video, and someone's going to win this. I will send this anywhere around the world. The only thing is, if there's import duty or anything you have to pay on it, that's on you, but I will physically send it anywhere. So best of luck. Go on their website, you can see this tool. I'll leave the link to it, and you can see all the other tools they've got. They do have some serious stuff, and there is some unbelievable serious stuff coming, but I can't talk about it. Did I mention that? Anyway, as always, hope it helps. Links up here, links down below, but most importantly, never get your hands dirty. See you for the next one. Sorted.